الله الرحمن الرحيم. فعليها ثلث الأرض. When she said, "Those who give in exchange, send me three, I will give you 1,000." So he divorced her once only. And upon her is 1/3 of 1,330. Then, right. لأن لما طلبت الثلاثة بألف فطلبت كل واحدة بألف. Because when she demanded for in exchange of 1,000, that means she demanded for each one 1/3 of 1,000. هذا لأن حرف الباء تسحب الأعوام. This is because the letter ba, B letter ba, it accompanies exchange, comes for exchange, right? Well, ينفصل على المعوض, and the exchange will be divided upon that it is exchanged for, right? Right. You understand it? So since he only gave one, then she only needs to give 1/3. So didn't you will have the talaq, however, because of coming one. فلا شيء عليها عند أبي حنيفة رحمة الله ويملك الرجعة. And if he said, now divorce me 3 upon 1,000 now, on the condition of 1,000, alaya means upon the condition of 1,000, then he divorces her 1, right? Then there's nothing upon her now, because the shart wasn't filled, right? So there's nothing upon her according to Imam Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, and he will own raj'at. Why will he own raj'at? Because he just gave her 1 talaq, and he doesn't, and he's not receiving any money, so it'll be raj'i talaq. وَقَالَ هِيَ وَاحِدَةٌ بَائِنَةٌ. Saibin say it's a bain talaq, بِثُلُثِ الْأَلْفِ, with the 1/3 of the 1,000. They say this, and the previous one is the same, right? لأن كلمة على بمنزلة الباء في المعاوزات, because the word ala is on the rank of ba in transactions of exchange. So just as you use the word ba, you also use the word ala, and it has the same meaning when you're doing a transaction of exchange. حتى أن قولهم أحملوا أو احمل هذا الطعام بدرهم أو على درهم سواء. So much so that their statement is, carry this food in exchange of a dirham or upon a dirham is equal. It amounts to the same thing. You understand? So let's say احمل هذا الطعام بدرهم أو على درهم. وله أن كلمة على للشرط. Imam Sahib say the word ala is for shart, right? قال الله تعالى يبايعنك على ألا يشركن بالله شيئا, right? So if you take the word ala, now Imam Sahib saying the word ala is for shart, right? So what does it mean, shart? In other words, till the shart is not complete, the jaza won't fall. You understand? So till you don't give 3 talaqs, you not the money is not binding. You understand it? Right. And the proof for that is يُبَايِعْنَكَ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا يُشْرِكْنَ بِاللَّهِ شَيْئًا. That the women make bay'ah to you upon this condition that they will not commit any shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that shows that Allah is for shart, right? Right. وَمَنْ قَالَ لِإِمْرَتِي أَنْتِ طَالِقٌ عَلَىٰ أَنْ تَدْخُلِ الدَّارَ كَانَ شَرْطًا. Another example, whoever said to his wife, you are divorced upon the condition that you enter the house, it is a shart now. So Allah here is the meaning of in. You understand? It says, those saying, in tadkhulid dar fa anti talik. And if you say it like anti tadkhulid dar kana shartan. So the shart, the ala is being used for shart now, right? Wa hadha li annahu lil luzumi haqiqatan, right? And this is because Allah actually comes to make something binding in reality, right? Right. So in other words, you say alayya, upon me. In other words, you're making alayya alfu, upon me is 1,000 dirhams. You are saying that you owe 1,000 dirhams, right? وَاسْتُعِيرَ لِلشَّرْطِ. However, it is also used for shart, لِأَنَّهُ يُلَازِمُ الْجَزَاءَ, right? Because the shart because shart, it sticks to the jaza. You understand it? And it's binded to the jaza. So just as Allah makes things binding upon you, right? This shart here is also sticking and making it's binded towards the jaza. You understand it? So therefore, Allah is also used for shart. Allah is for luzum, right, to make things binding upon you, but it's used for shart because of this munasabat between shart and luzum, right? وإذا كان للشرط فالمشروط لا يتوزع على أجزاء الشرط. So when it is for shart now, so that which the shart has been made, the mashrut, will not be divided upon the portions of the shart. You understand it? That the mashrut now will not be divided upon the portions of the shart. You understand it? So till you don't fulfill the shart completely, right, then only the jaza will fall. If you fulfill the shart halfway, then the jaza is not going to fall. That's what this means here. بخلاف الباء لأنه للعوض على مرة. Contrary to the letter ba, because that is for exchange upon that which pass. فإذا لم يجب المال كان مبتدئا. So when wealth doesn't become wajib now, then it's like he's giving a new talaq. فوقع الطلاق, so the talaq will occur. ويملك الرجعة, and he will own raj'at. Right. ولو قال الزوج طلقي نفسك ثلاثا بألف أو على ألف فطلقت نفسها واحدة لم يقع شيء. Right. If the husband now said, divorce yourself thrice in exchange of 1,000 or upon 1,000, now it's the same, right? Then she divorced herself once only, then no talaq will occur, right? You understand it? So even though they said here now, in exchange or upon 1,000, the answer is the same. No talaq will occur. This is now the husband is offering. You understand? Not the wife, right? Right. لأن الزوج ما رضي بالبينونة إلا ليسلم الألف كلها, because the husband will not be happy with being bind with a bind talaq, except that the entire 1,000 is secured for him. You understand it? She only divorced herself once. Now, if you're going to say, okay, since she divorced herself once, she must give 1/3 of 1,000 only. So that won't work. Why? Because the husband, he's not happy, right? That his wife leaves him, except that he secures the whole 1,000. بخلاف قولها طلقني ثلاثا بألف, because contrary to her statement is where she tells the husband, right, divorce me thrice in exchange of 1,000, right? Now in her case now, she gladly accept that. لأنها لما رضيت بالبينونة بألف كان ببعضها أرضى, because when she is happy with a buying talaq in exchange of 1,000, she will be happy with a buying talaq. With a portion of 1,000, she'll be more happy with a buying talaq. You understand it? Because she offered now, divorce me 3 times in exchange of 1,000. He divorced her once only, right? So she must only give, what we said, she must only give 333. And the end result is that she still got a buying talaq. So she's out of his nikah for 333, whereas she offered 1,000 at first. You understand it? But when the husband's side is the opposite now. You understand it? Right. ولو قال أنت طالق على ألف. Right. فقبلت فطلقت. Right. وعليها الألف وهو كقولي أنت طالق بألف. And we said you are divorced upon 1,000, right? Then she accepted she will be divorced. وعليها الألف. Now she must pay the 1,000. You understand it? She owes now 1,000. And it is the same like his statement, you are divorced in exchange of 1,000. ولا بد من القبول في الوجهين. And it's necessary for acceptance in both cases. In both cases, she must accept now. You understand it? Because he's making the offer, she needs to accept. لأن معنى قولي بألف بإواز ألف يجب لي عليك. Because the meaning of his statement بألف means in exchange of 1,000, which is necessary for me upon you. ومعنى قولي على ألف على شرط ألف يكون لي عليك. And the meaning of his statement على ألف is upon the condition of 1,000 which will be for me upon you. Right. والعوز لا يجب بدون قبولي. And the compensation doesn't become wajib without his acceptance, without his or her acceptance. In this case, it's her acceptance. You understand it? Or without its acceptance. Without, in the kubuli, it was a kubuli, it was without its acceptance. You understand it? So just like if you go now and a man say, I sold this to you for 100, you need to accept that. If you don't accept it, it doesn't become binding upon you, right? وَالْمُعَلَّقُ بِالشَّرْطِ لَا يَنْزِلُ قَبْلَ وُجُودِهِ. And that which is attached with the shart, right, doesn't fall before the existence of the shart. And what's the existence of the shart here is her acceptance of that. Yeah, that would be that's when the shart will actually happen, right? But talaq ba'inun lima kulna, and the talaq will be a ba'in talaq because of what we mentioned, that that she will be not be happy to give money, and her talaq is not her separation is not secure. Leave it later.